I mean, just what you touched on there, I think you said, it would be the ideal Christmas present if you could get fans back in. I mean, would that, clearly you want to win games this month, you want to, get as many points as you can, but the fan side of things, starting to get that back to normal, is that almost the biggest thing for you? That's the bigger picture in all of this, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Especially, I mean, all around the country, but North East, you need your football. We all need, I know we're going to get criticised as managers when you get fans in, but I still think you need that banter behind you, to give the players a lift, put pressure on, I think we'd have got certain decisions on Saturday if the fans would have been in. So we need fans around the place.
Do you think the players noticeably miss it as well? I mean, you've talked about it a lot. Clearly, the players on a match day will miss it. But do you think just the whole interaction with fans, the whole experience, do you think they?
I'd say yes, but I think in our case, it might have helped one or two get themselves established, have the confidence without worrying about making a mistake. I look at the likes of Bowler and Dick Steele, and early doors, if we'd have had a full house and they'd have made mistakes, who knows where they'd have been. Whereas now I think they're established, and I think they can go on and play many, many years for the club. And I think that's helped in a way. But then you want the fans, once you've got your confidence like they have, you want the fans behind you then, because you can do more with their support.
And just lastly for me, you've obviously got Jonny tied down. You talked last time we spoke to you about, potentially getting a few hopefully tied down. Does that reflect the fact that you think that actually there's the core here of a squad that could, over the next, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever, really push this club forward? Do you feel that, that core is there if you look after it?
Absolutely. And that's why we need the fans back. We need the fans back to give us the revenue to help Steve to be able to finance the transfer market, etc. You can't just keep chucking money into the pot and not getting anything. We need the fans, the hospitality, all that to come back, to get back online, and give people hope, really, because it's lovely socially to come to a game and voice your concerns and have your highs and your lows and get your heart pumping. I think it's what we need. And this, the sooner the better.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Dom, please.
Where are you, Dom?
Hi, Neil.
Hiya, mate.
Neil, Sam Falarin was obviously in the squad on Saturday, and you've talked about how he impressed you in the summer. Obviously 9 subs now. Are there any other under-23 players who are knocking on the door at all?
Well, I don't want to just bring them in to make the numbers up when they're playing games. I'd rather them play games at the moment. And we are aware of 3 or 4. I think, we played at Brentford, and I think there were four lads from the academy started the game. I can't remember that anywhere in the country at the moment. So I think it's Craig Liddell and the gang are doing brilliant. The under-23s are flying with Graham Lee, and so I think it's just a mixture. I look at them all, and there are some good players in that squad, but I wouldn't put them on the bench and miss out on a game themselves at the moment, unless I thought I was going to put them on. And I just thought with him, it wasn't planned to put Sam on. I just thought he'd done well, but when I looked at their left back, I thought it was ideal for Sam to get him sent off, which he should have done.
I spoke to Craig a couple of weeks ago, and he talked about, I think it was half-time in a recent under-23s game where you'd gone in and spoke to the 23s, and it gave them a real lift. How often do you speak to them? How close are you with the 23s? Do you just show your face every now and again?
I think it's important. I think it's important. Some of the Sundays, some of the young kids as well, playing on a Sunday at the Rockcliffe when I'm not going anywhere. I think it's when the young lads see a manager, it just gives them all a lift. Last night I was driving out, and 3 or 4, they looked about 12, 13-year-olds coming through the gate, and I put my window down, and they looked, who is it? Then one said, "It's Warnock. It's Warnock." And they all got into the dressing room, and it just gives them a lift. That's all. I remember when I was a kid, and it's great to be recognised and that when you see the manager or somebody.
And just a final one from me. I know it was a freak slip on Saturday, so no criticism at all from me to Tav. Is he the penalty taker now? Or is it because he won it? Do you give him a chance?
No, British Sombalonga Brits takes the penalties. Paddy was a little bit tired, I think, as you could see near the end of the game. So I think it was just, he was the next one on it, Tav. But, I will be having a word with him because I don't think anybody can have a run-up like Tav did it on our pitch at the moment. The pitch is not going to get any better in the rest of this. We are slipping at the moment. We're trying different studs, etc. And I think we're going to have to sort of go down the middle when you take penalties now and not try and be so clever.
Thanks, Neil. Good luck tomorrow night.
No problem. By the way, I'm not sure anybody could see that he kicked it twice. I don't believe anybody can see that.
I watched it.
I don't believe the referee.
I watched it back on slow motion a few times.
I know. I think he was just listening to the goalkeeper, I think. Because I can't believe he saw it from where he was. And didn't see the goalie.
No, I thought the same.
And at the same time, didn't see the goalie come off his line.
Cheers, Neil. Thank you.
No problem.
Birdie, have you got anything, pal?
Yeah, just a quick one on back on Rooney. Neil suggested before it's too difficult to be a player manager these days. You're too busy in the Championship doing the management job. Is that the case? And can no one do that anymore?
I think short term he can. I think this season. I think he'll. But I think if he wants to go into it properly, and no disrespect to Wayne, but Wayne's played at the very top, been one of our greatest players, and I've loved watching him. So when you see somebody like that. I think they'll know when it's time. And I think he'll find in the next few months, if he's given the job, that it's absorbing off the field. And it's very difficult to maintain your fitness with all what's going off behind the scenes. Are you with me? I remember, even as a young manager, being exhausted certain days. And it had nothing to do with football. It was just behind the scenes. So it's a difficult one for him. But, I'm sure he'll have good people working with him and... they'll decide.
Thank you.
Joe, have you got a quick one and then I think you're going to have to go?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Joe?
just quickly, Neil, Duncan Watmore obviously was on the bench on Saturday.
Yeah.
Is he ready to start a game or is he just ready to come off the bench in the second half?
I think he's fit enough, if I'm honest. I think they tell me that the week before last he actually did 10 kilometres in training one day, which is unheard of up here. The best by far, so I don't think there could be much wrong with his fitness. I think he's just busting a gut to try and get involved, and I didn't think it was right I felt more that Sam would give the left back a time, and we can all be right after the event, can't we? I just felt Hayden's done well in training as well, and the last 3 games he's played, so we went that way. But he's definitely up for selection, and I'm sure he'll get an opportunity at one day. Is that it?
Any more for any
Does
more?
he want one? Anybody?
Paddy McNair, you said he was tired at the end of
Yeah.
Saturday's game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's done. I mean, when you've done what he's done the last few weeks, you'd be tired. He's a tremendous pro. Never complained, but I could see he was tired. He didn't. I gave him another day off yesterday, but he's still coming and had a massage. That's how they are at the minute. They don't want a day off.
Be bold. Be immersed. Be transformed. Be Teesside.
United?
Yeah, really pleased. I've had ups and downs through my time here, but at this minute in time it's going well, and I think whenever you're wanted in a place that you enjoy, it's nice to extend that. So really pleased.
Since the manager's come in, there seems to have been a real good feeling around the place. How much of an impact do you think he's had?
Well, I think it's there for everyone to see. The results on the pitch have picked up, and like in football or anything, when things are going well on the pitch, everything else seems to go with it. So that's part and parcel of football. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes not so well. But we're only through a small part of the season so far. It's not a case of getting carried away. We've got to keep focused, keep doing the things that have got us to this position, and a little bit more as well, to hopefully have a successful season.
You're back in midfield as well. I mean, last season you played in various positions to good effect as well, but to be back in midfield and have that consistent position, it must be benefiting your game as well.
Yeah, possibly so. I think others maybe are the ones that can comment on that. Regards to the position thing, it's not changed from what I said last season. The bottom line is I want to be in that starting 11 wherever it is, and that's still not changed now. If it comes to the weekend and you said you're playing right back, centre back, then so be it, and that's fine. I've no problem with that at all, and same with last season. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I saw it as a challenge. I did well in parts, and parts I could improve on, but I'll probably say that every season throughout my career, whether I've played in my favoured position, out of position, and that'll never change from now until I stop playing football. As I say, that's the most important thing, being out on that pitch on a Saturday or Tuesday night, and whatever position it is, I'll take it.
The group in general as well, in the dressing room, everyone seems to be really enjoying it. As you said, the players who are playing and maybe those not playing as much as well, everyone is together and is really enjoying coming into train.
Yeah, but as I say, I think that goes back to the results as well. If you've come in from a weekend or Monday morning and you've had a good 3 points, it's only natural. Everyone feels a bit better about themselves. But even going back to last season, there was times when I was going through a tough spell, but the atmosphere, I think, has always been fairly good. It is a good group, not much has changed yet. Okay, we've lost some, and odd ones have come in, but I firmly believe we have had a good group, and the manager come in, he's had his own stamp on it, he's got off to a terrific start, and he'll be wanting to carry that on, and hopefully we can do that.
Neil Warnock's said several times about you being one of the older members of the group, so to put his trust in you and I suppose to cement your future with the club is nice as well.
Yeah, of course it is. Just sort of smiling with the older one of a lot of time I've different people around this building, and even home, my mates and things never let me forget that, if you like. But regards to that, I've always believed in, whether you're a young lad or an older lad, you've got something to offer, otherwise you won't be in and around it. And the young lads will be able to do some stuff that I can, and vice versa, but everyone's got to chip in, everyone's got to bring something that's going to help the team progress, and if everyone's doing that then it's only going to benefit us.
It's your thing, do what you teams enjoying positive runs of form lock horns this afternoon in the northeast, with Middlesbrough welcoming Derby County to the Riverside Stadium. Fletcher to aim for, it's the in-swinger. It's a flicked header just wide. Big opportunity early on for Lewis Wing. Reasonably unmarked, 6-7 yards out from goal, should have hit the target. Lovely appetising delivery. Wing, got to do better. Arcs it over halfway, one back by that Boro midfield. They've done good business so far. Fletcher now out to that right-hand side for Roberts. Lovely little touch by Tavernier. Wing, wonderful finish to give Boro the lead. That's brilliant from Boro at the Riverside Stadium. Lovely combination play on the edge of the box involving the likes of Roberts. The flick from Tavernier, yes, it deserves a round of applause from the manager. And the finish from Wing is delicious. 1-0 Boro, good value for it. And Saville now will move it out to the left-hand side. Spence, short into the feet of Wing with the effort. He's already scored one. He's gone for an ambitious second. Not a bad effort from Lewis Wing. One back by Derby. Holmes. Out on that far side, trying to keep the move alive. All loose by Boro. One back by Derby County. He delivered in towards the danger area, looking for Waghorn at the far post. It's gone in. Jason Knight with the cross. They come again, Boro, with Howson over halfway. Two sides playing with confidence. Spencer's an option, it's Roberts still going. Roberts down in the penalty area. Penalty this time. A sliding challenge again by that man, Matt Clark. This time he didn't get it right. And on this occasion, the referee, Mr. Robinson, pointing straight to the spot. It's clumsy, it's a certain pen. Good dynamic play by Roberts, breaking a few challenges and winning the penalty for Boro. Here's Paddy McNair from the spot for Middlesbrough. McNair scores! Low into the right-hand corner, beating Hamer. It was a decent height for the keeper. He just couldn't quite get there. Good contact, decent pen. Boro in front once again. Lift off at the Riverside. We're looking for a first league double over Middlesbrough since the 80s. Fighting now to secure a point. Plenty of white shirts committed forward. They need to get it into the danger area. The midfielder Bird, 30 yards from goal. To the fullback Lowe. Short into the feet of Rooney. Bird again. Rooney back to goal, edge of the box. Decent delivery in towards the danger area. It'll drop to Holmes on the edge. Dwayne Holmes! What a volley! Stealing a point surely for Derby County. Dwayne Holmes at the 90th minute. Saving Derby this afternoon. The delivery by the young Whittaker was a decent one. Cleared only as far as Holmes, who hit it as sweet as a nut. What a time to score your first goal of the season. Dwayne Holmes to the rescue. It's a really good hit. Tavernier's getting across to take that throw quickly. He's out on that far side. In towards the danger. Headed straight at Ben Hamer, the goalkeeper. Bloody mouth moment for one or two Derby County fans there. And there goes the full-time whistle. Well, Dwayne Holmes' stoppage time equaliser means a share of the points at the Riverside Stadium.